Good morning and welcome to Fishing Stories. Today I am playing Fishing Planet, but that's not the important part here. This is a game on Steam, by the way. Today, my fishing videos are all just going to be me playing some random fishing game, and on top of that, I will be talking about some random topic that you guys want to hear about. So first off, my very first one, I'd like to talk about how to make a channel. I've had a lot of people ask me what to do, how to start a channel, and things like that. I mean, I haven't been around for very long, but I think I can help a little bit here. First off, you wanna have a reason for making your channel. You want to make it for fun. You want to make it for money. You want to do just to make people happy. That's the reason I want to do is make people happy. But you want to have a reason. You don't want to just do it for. I mean, doing it for the sake of doing it can be a reason as well. But you want to know what your reason is. And am I getting the fish now? Nope. You want to know what your reason is, and then that you'll know kind of why you're doing what you want to do. Me personally, quite a while ago, I was going through some hard times. I've talked about this a little bit before, so I won't go into it too much. I was going through some hard times, and YouTube really helped me out a lot. So I decided, after having watched Mark and Jack and Tobuscus and things like that, I decided, hey, why not start my own channel so that I can make others happy the same way that Mark and Jack and Toby have made me happy. So that's why I decided to do that. This doesn't seem to be a good place to catch any fish. Let's go over here. Yeah, so that's the story of why I'm doing what I'm doing. And the second thing you want to do is you want to get a good handle or a name. I mean, that's one of the most important parts of your channel is your name, because that's how people will recognize you and how they'll find you and everything. So you want to come up with a good name that's kind of catchy, and you don't want it to be too long or too short. I guess too short isn't too bad, but you want it to be something that's not many other people have. You don't want to have too many numbers or things in it, because I mean, obviously you don't want to have, I don't know, PolarizedMoon 5263. No one's going to remember 5263, so just you want to get that chopped off as much as possible. Yeah, how I got mine was I was messing around in Google Translate, and I put my name, my actual full name, into Google Translate, and it came up as like Tay Polarized Moon Yoma, something like that or whatever, and I thought, oh, Polarized Moon, that sounds like a really cool name. So that's how I got my name. You can come up with whatever names you like yourself, like nicknames or things like that. I can't tell you what name to come up with, but yeah. Let's see. The next thing you want to do is you want to come up with... Oh, I'm not catching anything. The next thing you want to do is you want to come up with what kind of channel you want to do, what kind of videos you want out there. I'm going to try to use different... Oh, whoops. I need to use some different bait, I'm assuming. So, you want to... What kind of... Let's see. Dough balls, red worms... Let's try dough balls. Yeah, so you want to know what kind of channel you want. Do you want comedy sketch videos? Do you want unboxing videos or reviews or things like that? I chose gaming because that's the kind of videos that I watch on YouTube, and I like to game a lot myself. So I figured I could do a pretty smooth transition into that. So also do what you want to do, not what you think other people want to see. If there's like, for example, let's say there's a game that you don't want to play at all, don't play it. I mean, others may want to see you play it. If it's really something you don't want to do, don't do it on your channel. You won't have fun. People will be able to tell that you're not having fun. Have fun with your channel, and people will have fun with you. That's kind of how I take mine into stride here. So once you've got all that figured out, you'll need to figure out what kind of equipment you need to use your channel. I need to like lower or raise my yeah, let's lower that. I'm not catching anything. I'm gonna end up this whole video and not catch a single fish. That'll be fun. So you're gonna figure out what kind of equipment you need. One, like cameras and lighting and things like that. So the equipment that I've got an HP Pavilion 500 424. It's not the best computer, and it's the best I could afford at the time, but it works decently for what I'm doing. Ooh, there are things biting at my rod here. So then I've got my microphone here. It's a CAD U37 USB mic, and that works pretty well, as you can hear my audio. And the other, let's see, I have my camera is a Sony HDR CX240 camcorder. That's what oh, ha! I'm gonna catch a fish. Oh yes, I got it. Yeah, look at that. I got a bluegill. Awesome. I'll keep that. Sure, why not? Let's see. Camcorder, and I use that and I compile the audio with the video separately later. And I have, to record consoles, I have a really cheap PVR that I got off eBay some time ago. It's not the best. It's really slow, and sometimes it has lags, so I'm going to be getting a new one here shortly, hopefully. Yeah, so once you've got all of your equipment and everything, you kind of want to work on... You can kind of do these out of order, too. I'm just kind of... The process that I did. You work on channel branding. So like your logo or your channel art and things like that. You kind of want to have an overarching theme throughout everything, because that way you want to kind of look a little bit more professional than a lot of other YouTubers. You know, smaller. The more professional you look, the more people will decide to stay and watch your things. I guess that's kind of what I'm getting at there. I caught another fish. Awesome. I reacted to that a little late because I was on a topic. Yeah, so I decided polarize the moon. I'm just like the poles and the moon and things like that, so I drew my channel art. It's the moon with the Earth in the background and a polar, like your traditional North Pole, South Pole, pole sticking up out of the moon. I thought that was pretty fun. And then my icon is just PM, the initials for Polarized Moon, which also can stand for PM, like nighttime, too, which I thought was... I missed my fish. I didn't even think about that until later, which I thought was pretty cool. And once you've got all that down, you want to work on recording and editing and uploading and things like that. There are tons and tons of softwares that you can use, software and hardware that you can use to record things. Personally, I use open broadcast software, OBS, to record my screen capture. And it also works for streaming. It's a little hard to learn to use, but once you learn to use it, it's pretty easy, and it works a lot better than the other ones that I tried. I tried using Fraps and Bandicam and things like that beforehand, and I didn't quite like those as much as I like OBS. For audio, I record through Audacity, which is free, and it's actually a really good audio software. As far as I know, that's the only good audio software that I have come across. I wasn't paying attention. I lost a fish. Fantastic. That's the only good one that I've come across that's free. I don't know any other ones. If you guys know any other good software and things, you can talk about them in the comment section below. Because the way I do things is not the end-all, be-all way to do anything. And then, for editing, I use Wondershare Filmora because it has pretty good picture-in-picture. You can do picture-in-picture, and that's how I get my audio or my camera to be up in the corner of my video. And I know that that's not the best software to use, but it's the best one that I could afford at the time. If you don't need to do if you aren't going to do face cam, you can. Whoops, I wasn't paying attention. I think I need to reel that in and get some more dough balls on the hook. If you don't need to do face cam, you can use what's it called? Windows Movie Maker. It's free. It's not the best, but it will work if you can't afford anything else. And I'm pretty sure there are other free ones out there that I have never heard of or I don't know about. Never heard of and don't know about are the same thing. Whatever. Alright, and then after you've got all that and you've got your videos uploaded, you want to work on, you want to make custom thumbnails is what you want to do. You want to have custom thumbnails. It doesn't matter at first how good they are, because you will learn to make better ones as you go, which I've done. My first thumbnails were awful, and they're still not the greatest, but I am learning how to use Photoshop and things like that, so I'm getting much better. And I've been pretty proud of some of the later ones that I've done more recently. Yeah, and then you upload your... Oh, I'm getting a lot of fish now. Fantastic. This makes for an exciting video, even though I'm not really paying attention to the screen at all. Let's keep that one too, why not? Let's see. And then once you've got your video uploaded and your thumbnails up there, you want to start growing your channel. You want to... See, how I grow my channel is I open up to different social media sites. I have social media sites for everything. I've got not everything. I've got Facebook and Twitter. I actually never used Twitter before this. I actually like Twitter a lot better than Facebook. I don't check my Facebook as often as I should. I check it every couple days. Twitter I have up all the time because there's just constant inflow of stuff. Be nice to everybody. I mean, or at least try to be nice. I mean, people won't want to stay your channel if you're not nice to them. And then, like, trolls and stuff and haters, just ignore them as much as possible. And if they get really bad, you can literally just block them and delete their comments and things like that. Try to respond to as many comments as you can. I try to respond to all my comments. The only ones I don't respond to are the ones I don't get notified for right away, which sometimes happens on YouTube because not everything is a perfect system. Or two, you have those comments that... oh, another fish. You have those comments that you can't respond to. There's no reply button, and I don't know why that is. People have told me it has something to do with... oh, I gotta level up! Awesome. People have told me that it has something to do with mobile... like the mobile version of YouTube. I'm not sure how true that is, but things like that. Yeah, and just keep going. I mean, put out as much as you can, and be consistent. Consistency is the most important thing. I personally do 2 videos a day. At first I started with 1 and 2 every few days, and then I kind of went back down to 1, and now I'm back up to... now I'm just doing 2 a day, except on Fridays, which is usually Casual Friday or whatever specialty video I've got going up that day. Let's see, what else? Got... yeah, upload often, as often as you can, but don't do too many. I feel like 2 to 3 is the most you want to do in any given day. You don't want to bum rush your viewers. But even if you can't do 1 a day, do 1 every 2 days or every 3 days or once every Tuesday or something like that. Something that's... oh, I didn't hook the fish. Fantastic. Something that's consistent that people can come back on a certain day and come watch. Yeah, then they'll know what day you're coming. You have a good upload schedule and things like that, and everything's all hunky-dory. And let's see, have a little bit of variety. I mean, I know that for the most part I just play games on my channel, and I try to have all sorts of games. I mean, I don't particularly care for first-person shooters that much, so you probably won't see very many, if not none at all, like Call of Duty or things like that. I might play some of the older Call of Duty games. I own Call of Duty 3 for the Wii. But like I said, like that kind of goes back to what I said before. Upload what you want to upload, not what you think other people want to upload. And I believe that's all I've got to talk about. Look at that, I ran my mouth too much. Yeah, so that's about all I've got to talk about. Please post in the comments what you'd like to talk about in the next, what you'd like me to talk about in the next episode. It can be anything. I mean, from what kind of foods I like, what kind of foods I make, to, I don't know, particle physics or whatever. Anything you think that I'd have a good, I can talk a good, what, 10-15 minutes about? I can rattle my mouth about a lot of things. Yeah, so if you guys, whatever you guys want to hear my opinion on, or, you know, how to do things like that, I will continue this series. I won't be playing the same fishing game every time. It'll be whatever fishing game I feel like playing at the time. Sometimes it might even be like a little fishing mini game in some other game. Who knows? It'll always be a fishing something of some kind. So that's about all the time I've got for today. Like and favorite if you liked the episode. Subscribe if you liked me. Good night, and I will see you at the next fishing hole. Oh, gotta catch a fish. Yeah, it's a good time to finish off. We got a very... I think I only caught bluegills. There we go. That's about all the time we've got. Bye-bye! Play it. So, might as well begin. Oh, this is very pretty. Look at that. I love these kinds of games.